If you want to see how we got this chrome trim to go from this to this using satin black from Rust-Oleum, then sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright, so today we're going to be restoring these trims or making them look better. However you look at it, they're going to be satin black. The chrome just doesn't look good to me. So I'm going to show you the process for that using it with spray tan from Rust-Oleum. But before I get started doing that, I wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Grudon. I don't know if that's how you say it, but sorry if I said it wrong. He sent me these. I just haven't used them yet. They're sanding sponges, 180 grit, which is what we'll be using. So we'll get started doing that. And sorry in advance for the background noise. So that's why it's pretty loud out there. They're washing stuff right out in front of our shop. Alright, so this is the stuff you're basically going to need. You can substitute the wax and tar remover with acetone. It'll work perfectly fine. Get yourself some gloves, some sandpaper, 180 grit. Now I've said it twice. I hope you guys don't comment saying, what grit do I use? Because I've had that happen a lot. Some blue Scotch painter's tape, works pretty good. It's real cheap at Walmart. This is Satin Canyon Black. It has a gloss lid cap on it, I know. With these, you actually want to warm them up prior to shooting, and it lays down so much smoother. You can just use a heat gun, heat up the bottom, shake it, heat it up, shake it, so on. Get you some newspaper if you can't afford actual painter's paper, which this is perfectly fine. This is what I've used like basically my whole life doing this. And some shop towels just to kind of wipe everything down. So we'll get started. I will be adding music to this right now so that you don't have to hear that crap in the background. Alright, so on this one, it does have a rubber seal that is right here. So we're going to go ahead and peel this back, like take it off of here, and that's where we'll put the tape. And we will be shooting these as well, since they're kind of faded, and all of this chrome. So we're basically just going to get the prep work done, and then we'll go ahead and start sanding. Right now that I have that much taped off, I'm probably just going to leave this door open and drape some paper over it. The overspray is not really bad with this black, but we are going to have to tape off this window seal and put newspaper along with this piece right here on the mirror. So I'll get to it. Alright, to avoid wasting paper or tape, you could take the mirror off, just pop the door panel off on this model, take the mirror off, but I like to be difficult, so that's why I did it this way. Basically just going to be sanding it like this until it gets kind of dull, and that dull is what we're going for. And this is 180, so it scratches pretty fine, pretty deep, but you won't see this once we put the paint on it. You're just basically going to do that to the whole trim, whether you have chrome trim or black trim. Some of them are rubber, so you might not have to do this. You might just have to wipe them down with some acetone before you spray them, but not all paints cure when it comes to plastic and rubber. So these here will be fine. Basically just going to scuff all this up real quick, and with the help of movie magic, it'll be like 2 seconds went by. Since we don't know where our spray nozzle is, we're going to go ahead and just use the Raptor liner gun with obviously no Raptor liner in it. It'll be perfectly fine to blow this off. Now that we're at this point, it's ready to be sprayed, so we're going to put on some light coats. The can's already warmed up, and make sure to wear a respirator and gloves because the whole YouTube community will bash you if you don't. I mean, it's for your health. Alright, that's the first light coat, and yes, this is my version of a light coat. If I were you, I would go a little bit lighter on your first, but this is how I paint. We're going to wait, and then about 10 minutes, and I'm going to hit it with another coat, and this one will be done. Alright, in a few minutes here, I will be pulling all the tape and paper off, and we'll be doing the backside, which will be sped up, so hope you enjoy it. Alright, so they're both done on the driver's side, front and back door. Show you up close. Looks pretty good. Definitely better than that chrome. So now we'll go and do the passenger side. Now I don't know if you noticed, but on the back door, I didn't have to pull the rubber off. I wanted to show you how you can do it with pulling the rubber off and without pulling the rubber off. So this will last a few years out in the sun before it starts to fade. Depending if you're, garage keeping it or not. If it's directly in the sun all the time, it will fade. You can lightly scuff it with some like 320 and go back over it again, or you can use a satin 2K clear, which Spray Max does make. So we get started on the other side. Well, there it is. Trims look a lot better than they did. I prefer the satin over the chrome finish any day of the week. Just looks a lot cleaner. This is definitely a method to cleaning them up. It only costs about, this can here in Hutchinson, Kansas costs $3.96 before tax. At different places the price varies, so definitely check the local places out, see what their prices are. Walmart.com can get it pretty cheap, so definitely check that out because they can ship to home. I highly recommend doing this if you have some old worn out trims you just want to make fresh and new again. This definitely worked well in my favor because the chrome just did not look right and the black was all faded already. So even if you have to do this once every couple years because it fades, it's still really easy to do. But I recommend hitting it with a 2K satin clear coat from Spray Max because they do make a satin clear coat. I have not used it yet, but I've watched other people use it and it works really good. You can't even tell it's on there. So with all that said, turned out pretty well. So I hope this video's helped. Before you get off of here, definitely check out Casey's channel. Link will be in the description. He's gonna give some updates about the Datsun. So definitely check that out. Hit the like, subscribe, and share.
Don't forget that bell notification.
He always yells at me for not saying it, so now you know. But yeah, it's a pretty cheap little effective mod here that definitely changed the look of the vehicle. We will have other videos coming out, like the tires are going to be getting the letters and stuff painted on them with a paint pen. So that video will come out most likely after this one. And then we have these going in, which these are the lights that shine when you open the door. Each door is going to have a different branch of the military on all 4 doors. So definitely be staying tuned, because I will have install video and show you how that looks on here. When all 4 doors are open, each door will say a different branch of the military, and it'll be shined onto the ground. It'll be pretty cool. So definitely stay tuned. We definitely have more stuff coming. Never know, I might even do some more spray can videos. So definitely hit that like button, subscribe, turn the bell notification on, and stay tuned, everyone. Thanks for watching, and God bless.